So, Dr. Jeffries, if you could answer this, what are some major points of critical histories that do you think students should know to understand race in present day America?
Ah, you know, I like to go back to the beginning, and this is what upset so many in America, right? Talk about 1619. And essentially, we're just talking about the emergence of America as a slave society and out of a out of a slave society. I mean, that's critically important because one of the things that we do in the classroom too quickly is we actually stop talking about the institution of slavery. So we get to 1865 and we say slavery is over, but the thing that, and yes, it did end in 1865, but the thing that didn't end is the belief in white supremacy. I mean, one of the principal legacies of the institution of slavery is white supremacy. And so both white Southerners and white Northerners, white Americans will carry white supremacy as a belief with them out of slavery. And in the South, you have former enslavers carrying an enslaver mentality with them that's rooted in white supremacy, that it explains the next 100 years of formal and legalized racial discrimination. And you have white Northerners who are looking down and like, oh, that's interesting, right? And have their own belief in white supremacy that will shape the contours of America's cities and states out in the North, in the Northwest and Midwest and the West. And so I think what are the critical aspects or the number one thing is, understanding what slavery was, right? Understanding that it was about labor control, it was about controlling Black bodies and controlling Black labor and regulating Black bodies and Black behavior. And those beliefs do not suddenly disappear. They do not evaporate at the moment of emancipation, but continue to inform policy and behavior up until the present. It shifts, it looks different, the context change, but it belongs on a continuum. But you cannot understand the present unless you understand the deep roots of that sort of American trajectory as rooted in these beliefs of white supremacy.